Cheers.
Cheers. So this is going to be our 1 year review of our Brinkley Z2900 fifth wheel. And for context, we've had the Brinkley for about a year. We've been on a number of trips. We've traveled about 4,000 miles in it. We are part-timers. Stayed at, I think, 17 different resorts. And in total, we've been in the Brinkley for maybe about 2.5 to 3 months during the year. So that's how much we've used it. We do other things. We just got back from Hawaii, and that was beautiful too. But so we're not full-timers. So this review is based off of using it on a part-time basis. In this video, we're going to cover, I think, 4 things. 1, what's our thoughts after 1 year of use? Number 2, we did post a video of how things were after 6 months, and we did point out a few issues that we were having, and we got some tips on how to address those. So we're going to show you the results of that. And then we do have one new issue that's popped up, so we're going to share that. And then we have some future trips coming, and we're kind of got some thoughts and would like some feedback and suggestions, because the suggestions on our 6-month review were really good and really helpful.
Very helpful. Okay, I think number 1 for us is the overall quality of the Brinkley. After a year, we have had no issues, or no major issues, knock on wood, but we are so happy with this RV. Just here at this stay, we met a couple who came by asking about the Brinkley, thought it was beautiful, and she said they will never buy brand new.
Yeah, they're like, you know, when somebody buys a new trailer, they usually get it and then it's in the dealership getting fixed for 3 or 4 months, and they can't even use it. And that wasn't our experience. When you look at some of the videos and even on the Brinkley website of how they build these RVs, you get the sense of quality, but after a year, it's really held up. And I think number 1 thing is the quality of this RV after 1 year really stands out. Number 2.
Number two. Okay, we love this layout for functionality, but what we found is this layout for travel is top notch. We can pull over, we can access our refrigerator, make a sandwich or whatever we have in there.
Access the bathroom.
Access the bathroom.
It's an important one.
And it just, we're pulled over for 30 minutes rather than having to stop and grab food somewhere and not be able to access the refrigerator. So that has been really helpful. All right, so number 3. This might be my favorite because the vibes here in this RV are amazing. The lighting, all of the windows, the colors, it's just happy. You walk in, it's light and airy, and it just gives you a peaceful, tranquil feeling.
Yeah, for sure. It's just so bright. Everything. It's just, you come in and you just,
happy.
We just feel happy. So yeah, for sure. So the 4th one is for me. I'm just a little over 6'2", and the height inside of the RV, I got no issues. Up top where the bedroom is, I can stand everywhere. The shower, I have plenty of room in the shower.
That's right.
And even the bed. I don't hang over the bed either. So I think for someone just a little bit taller, this is also feels really, really comfortable and nice.
I just want to say one thing about the mattress. People always complain about mattresses in RVs. You're going to want to replace it. We did not replace ours. It really wasn't bad at all, but I did add a little cushy mattress pad, and it is the most comfortable bed. So we're happy with the mattress.
Yeah, I think mattresses are like personal. Some depends on you what you like, but yeah, that mattress topper that you put on there, I think we just kind of sink into it and just snooze away. So it's great.
Okay, so one of my favorite things that Jeff made for me was this serving tray / extra counter space and a cutting board. So take it off, it serves as a beautiful serving tray. So another thing that Jeff was so creative in making was our drink holder that it's got this little notch that fits into where the phone charger goes. We use it for coffee, a glass of wine, and also a tray for plates of food. All right, so there were 2 tips that we received from our 6-month video, and one was the door window covering. It just was a little janky. It didn't go up and down properly, and so we just leave it down.
Didn't hold its shape.
Didn't hold its shape. So somebody recommended using spray starch, and we've tried that, and it definitely made it better. So.
And then the second tip that we got from our 6-month video that we've implemented too is really the auto level. We got a number of comments that when we disconnect before pushing the auto level button to kind of lower the front of the fifth wheel first and then auto level after you do that. And so we've been doing that now, and since we've started doing that, it's fixed the problem, which was the wheels. It would auto level, but it would lift the RV up so much that some of the wheels would come off the ground, and so that doesn't happen anymore. And so we're much more stable, and we appreciate that tip
Very much.
So there have been 2, actually, not 1, 2 issues that have come up since our last review in the last 6 months. And the first one was there was a recall on the electrical wiring for the fridge. And so we just made an appointment with our dealer, and Brinkley supplied them all the parts, and they had it for like 2 days, and they fixed it, and it's been running well. It wasn't a problem before, but still running good. So that was really good result there. The second one is there's this a wall crack issue that's happened, and it's on the outside where it looks like the siding is separating, and then a little crack is developing. And then on the inside, there's also a little crack in the bedroom on the wall. And so we brought this to Brinkley's attention, and they were fully aware of it, and it's an issue that they've been having. And they were awesome. They asked us what our plans were for the summer, and there's only a few places that they can have it fixed. And they were gonna send somebody out to pick up the RV, drive it to where the closest place is, fix it, and then bring it back to us. And but we have a trip planned this summer, so we didn't want to do that. So they just said, let's just schedule it, in October or whenever when we're done using it. And super good customer service. I mean, there was no questions. I mean, in fact,
they even offered to put us up in a hotel.
Yeah, if we want to drive it, they'll put us up in a hotel. But the other thing that Brinkley did because of this is, which I think goes to the quality and to the commitment that they have, is they have notified everybody that they're extending the structural warranty or whatever part of the warranty it is another year as well. So I thought that was really nice too. But we'll see how that turns out when we do it in 6 months from now. But really great
customer service.
Yeah. So we have some trips planned, and we're looking for some advice, because some of the advice we've got has been very helpful. And so we have a wedding this July.
Our daughter's getting married.
Yep. And so we have a 6-week road trip after that, and we're going at the middle of August till into October. And we're gonna do a big old loop road trip through up from California up to Grand Teton, Yellowstone, Glacier National Park, and then across Montana to North Dakota, and then down through South Dakota, Mount Rushmore, the Custer State Park, down through Colorado, down into New Mexico. We're going to go to Santa Fe. We're going to go to Roswell. We're going to Carlsbad Caverns, and then through Arizona and back. And so we have that trip this year. And then next year, we're contemplating one of 2 trips, which both of them would be more than 3 months on the road. We're either going to go do Alaska, or we're going to go and do the Eastern Seaboard. And so couple things that we're looking for here is we have a Ford 7.3 liter gas Godzilla truck. It pulls this RV perfect. We have no issues with the power, climbing hills. Where we get a little concerned is just the descents on steep grades. And so we're thinking, would changing out the brakes on the RV to some disc brakes, because I think these are drum brakes, would that help? Would that give us more confidence? So that's one thing we're thinking about. The other one is, or maybe we need a different track.
A diesel?
A diesel, so it has that exhaust braking going down some descent. Especially, we don't know about Alaska, and we know Colorado has some big some grades and stuff. So that's something that we don't want to get rid of the truck. We love the truck,
Yeah,
but we just want to be extra safe if we're going to be going to some really more steep grades than we're used to. So that's one. The other one is, well, we're considering just upgrading the batteries to lithium batteries, or even one lithium battery, and maybe getting a portable generator, just so that if we're like at a harvest host, or if we have to boondock for a night, we usually go to RV resorts.
We're prepared.
Yeah, we've got some.
Yeah.
So anybody have thoughts on any of those things? We would like that too.
We're very new at this.
We're new.
So
Yeah.
we appreciate the advice.
Yeah.
So the final thing we want to do in our 1-year review is just give a really big shout out to Brinkley. So we are so happy with this RV. We have made so many wonderful memories, looking forward to the memories ahead and all of our travels. But all in all, this to us is a 10 out of 10 RV.
Yeah, I mean, they are investments and they are, expenses. So it is nice to have something that
you
really
enjoy,
and it's really well built and running good, and you're not fixing it every day. So
we're very
we're happy. Thank you, Brinkley.
Thank you, Brinkley.